Hey everybody, I'm Scott and this is my YouTube channel, The Quilting Camper. Hey, today we're going to go on a hike. It's been a while since we've done that together. I am recently just coming out from a Bernina 990 seminar from the Bernina Roadshow training for the Bernina 990, as we've talked about in previous videos. And I thought it would be a really great way to get on a hike since I've been sitting most of the morning and the afternoon. So I thought you'd join me. Welcome back, and I'm so grateful that you decided to join me on this hike at Lapham Peak. Lapham Peak is one of 3 major kettles here in the southeastern Wisconsin area of state parks. Kettle basically means that it has hills and valleys, and it's a lot of climbing and walking. It's because it's an area in southeastern Wisconsin where the glacier did not hit. And there are 3 of them. Lapham Peak is the one in the western corridor. The northwest corridor would be Pike Lake, and then the northern corridor would be Parnell, Lake Long, and Mouthy Lake. They're all kind of in the same area. Parnell is one of my favorite trails, but it's extremely difficult. It's 5 miles with about 400 feet of climbing and elevation. I do like going to it about once or twice a year at tops, but Lapham Peak, where I'm at today, is someplace I go to quite frequently. I'm excited to have you go on the hike with me. As a little perk, I'm going to stop in the butterfly garden and show you a place where I placed a memorial stone for my father who passed away 2 years ago. All right, so let's get going. Okay, this is about a 2-mile run. Obviously, I'm not going to have you hike with me on the whole run, but here we'll kind of go look around. There's a windmill here that seems to be a point of interest at the parking lot here at Lapham Peak, right behind me. There's a couple different trails here. I usually do hybrids. The purple trail is the easier trail. It's still hilly and a big workout. But I usually do the purple and hop on the blue and come back to the purple. I'll show you a map when I get to the top of the hill. So there's people walking down this hill. That's where I'm going to be climbing up. And I forgot to put bug spray on. There are mosquitoes out. That's the first time I have experienced mosquitoes in a long time. Wow. Look at how beautiful the Queen Anne's lace looks like here. It's almost a perfect dome. Isn't that beautiful? There's a lot of wildflowers here, as well as weeds. And it looks like we've got some black-eyed Susans. I don't know what these are called, but they're so pretty. It's a nice gradual incline. It's a good way to get your heart rate up right away. Let's get the first 75 feet out of the way before we get into our 2-mile hike. Oh yeah, straight ahead. I wasn't kidding. Welcome to Asthma Hill. Oh, it's a little steep right here at the beginning, but it's a nice preview of what's to come. Oh, and there's an airplane. How nice. I have my on-cloud shoes here. Perfect for my feet support. Whew. Now that we made it to the top of the hill, and I was able to cool down a little bit before I start heavy breathing on the video, I'm at the top of this hill, and just take a moment and look at the trees and the sun creaking out. So beautiful. Okay, onward. The sun is in the most beautiful position right now. Oh my gosh, is this just not the coolest? Look at how beautiful this is. Just gorgeous. I just like the prairie, the woods, the hills. There's even a paved trail here. So in the wintertime when it gets too icy or when we're using it for cross-country skiing, you can still use the paved trail. I love Lapham Peak. It's out in Waukesha County, which is just west of Milwaukee County. Not very far, about 40-minute drive from where I live. And it's in a town called Delafield. So there's the paved trail. And there's the butterfly garden. We're gonna come and visit this place in a little while. All these beautiful wildflowers. It's just a beautiful place. When I go on a hike, I use it for self-reflection and meditation. And also, let's face it, when you get into your 50s, I use it for cardio. I'm telling you, each year you get older, it's harder to keep up what you did the year before. But you know what? We just strive and make it work, right? So here's a map, although it's in really gnarly shape. Oh my gosh, there's the butterfly garden right here. We're actually gonna hop on the blue trail and come back on the purple trail just to add some more interest on the hike. And we were parked over here. And that'll be just about 2 miles to do the loop. Okay, into the woods we go. It's time for some prairie time. Top of the hill. Look at some of this beautiful prairie plants here. So peaceful. Some more Queen Anne's lace. Wisconsin is flanked with so many invasive species like teasel and purple loosestrife and wild parsnip. So it's really nice to be able to see regular prairie weeds and wildflowers. So one of the challenges of recording video when you're on a hike is that as you further get into the hike, you become more of a sweaty mess than you were than you started. Then your t-shirt starts to plummeting down and you get sweat down the front of your shirt, and I'm wearing a hat because, well, we don't want to see messy hair either. Plus it's good for sunblock protection. And you guys know, I'm the Quilting Camper. This is my style. So I've had this Outback hat for over 25 years. By no means am I a country boy, but if that's the impression I give, well. I just can't get over this. That is just so beautiful that this is a part of nature. Okay, as promised, I am going to go and give you a tour of the butterfly garden. Let's go inside. That nice little metal sculpture of a butterfly, and all the butterflies you can find here at the park. And you can see all the memorial stones that have been set here to remember loved ones. Hey, there's my dad. They put that down there last fall. The butterfly was the perfect icon for him because he finally could fly free in the afterlife. I think this is the most beautiful place to have a memorial. I mean, don't you agree? Wow, look at how tall this is. I'm 6'7", and this has got to be at least 7.5 feet tall. There's a monarch. Oh, hey, Mr. Monarch. Thanks for having us in your home. And there is a tiger lily still over here. Look at that. So fierce. Wasn't that beautiful? I mean, look at how tall those flowers are. So cool. To the paved trail. A little bit smoother walking, isn't it? One thing about Wisconsin, lots of pines. So tall. The area in front of the sign contains a planting of 65 species of native prairie plants. In a true prairie remnant, there could be as many as 300 species or more. Most of these remnants have been lost over the years due to plowing, grazing, invasive plants. Here at the park, volunteers have worked to reestablish prairie communities by first removing invasive plants, then collecting and planting native seeds. Such a beautiful place. And right behind me is an apple tree. I never knew that. Let's look up, shall we? Almost looks like a Macintosh tree, but I don't know. It's pretty cool. We are coming to the end of the trail. Oh, there's a little picnic area. It'd be fun to have a little party and gather some friends and have a cookout. Ah, there's a dedication for that shelter. It's always fun to see what's going on at the park. There's a nature center here. Oh, and there's a map that's a little bit easier to read. There's Asthma Hill where we climbed up. Well, everybody, I so appreciate you joining me for this hike at Lapham Peak this afternoon. Not quite 2 miles, 1.78 miles. It was probably about 150 feet elevation. It wasn't a very strenuous trail. I wanted to have more time engaging you and sharing with you the butterfly garden. I think that was the highlight of my video today. I so appreciate you hanging out with me on my YouTube channel. Remember, if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment below. I'm working on an unboxing for Fat Quarter Shop, so sampler July box, which is an amazing box, you guys. And I have some other surprises coming down the way. Also, please check my blog, www.thequiltingcamper.com, to see what I'm working on. That's the best place to see my updates to my channels and so on. Remember, in the world that we live in, please remember the ultimate goal of anything that you do is sharing kindness. You can do that with your hands, with your heart, with your voice. And you can do it just by saying, hey friend, thanks for joining me on this journey. Bye for now. Once again, thank you for watching. Check out some of my other YouTube videos on my channel, The Quilting Camper. See you really soon.